What's up, MOPAR fam? I hope everybody's having a blessed day. So today we're going to do a little unboxing, something new that we just got for Frostbite that we desperately need to upgrade because we are running out of fuel again. The bigger motor, the 392 BGE that we put together, is making a lot more power, and we are starting to lean out up top around the 7,000 RPM range. All right, so we are in the race trailer. That's where we're going to do this today. And as you can see, we got some new AN10 PTFE hose from Evil Energy. And guys, this stuff definitely looks jam up, and it is the best bang for the buck out there for PTFE hose. And it comes with a lot of little extra stuff. You get the flaring tool, you get some hold downs, and you get an assorted mixture of different fittings. And a lot of these we are actually going to be using for sure. And this is the 20-foot roll of AN10. I'll have the link in the description below. So if you're looking for any AN line, they have all the different sizes that you could ever need. So check the link in the description. It'll take you right there where you can buy it. This is good stuff. So why are we changing fuel line size? Well, initially when we converted Frostbite to E85, honestly, we never expected to be in the power level that we are today. Which is getting pretty nuts. And so when we did the fuel system initially a couple years ago, we did the Holley double 450 pump. That is a universal thing to drop into any standard universal fuel cell on the market. And it's a good pump, it's a good setup, but we are starting to max that out. Don't mind the mess. We got a lot of stuff going on over here. Working on the truck lately, trying to get it ready for MOPAR. But as you can see, this is our fuel cell. There's a 15-gallon fuel cell from Speedmaster. And when we did our fuel system initially, and again, we didn't anticipate to be where we are today. We ran a 8 AN feed line all the way up to the manifold. And we ran a 6 AN return. Now this pump comes with a 10 AN feed port and an 8 AN return port. It does state to use 10 feed and 8 return, and I didn't do that. I was actually told to use what I got, but again, this was based off the power level at the time. Never really seen this gonna go down, you know what I mean? I didn't expect us to be around the 1,000+ wheel horsepower range, and fellas, that's where that is where we're going and where we're at. It's getting ridiculous pretty quick. So what I got to do is we're going to use this brand new Evil Energy 10 AN line, and that is going to be my new feed line. So we're going to run that all the way right out of the pump, all the way up to the manifold. And we're going to have a 10 AN feed line and a 8 AN return line. So I'm going to use my old 8 feed as my return, so I don't have to make another hose. So that'll work out. But the much bigger fuel line is one, it's going to hold and retain more fuel. So it'll take a little longer to run out. You know, in theory, how everything kind of works. Plus, it'll be what we're supposed to be using anyways, especially for a setup like this. Now, I also have a new fuel regulator coming. Now, in addition to that, for the time being, because ladies and gents, we need a triple pump. That's pretty much where we're at. We need a triple pump setup. And what I'm probably going to go with, Snow Performance has a triple pump drop-in universal 12-volt fuel cell drop-in pump that has triple pumps, and you can actually kind of change the flavors up depending on the size of fuel pumps you want. That's capable of up to and over 1500 wheel horsepower. So that is what we need, probably what we're going to do very soon. But just for now, to get us to MOPAR and get us through MOPAR hopefully, what I'm going to do is we are going to pull out my Holley pump assembly. We are going to remove the two 450 Walbro pumps that is in that pump, and I ordered, and what we're going to do is replace those pumps with the Hellcat 525 pumps, which are actually rated for 470 liter per hour pumps. So we're going to go from 450s to 470s, which will give us a little bit more fuel. From what I'm being told by my tuner and data on the net, those factory Hellcat, 525 pumps pretty much max out around the 600 wheel horsepower range on E85 for the most part. They pretty much start running out right there. So with two of those, should get us in a ballpark of about 1200 horsepower capable on those fuel pumps with a 10AN line. With a 10AN line, it might actually be a little bit more, because I'm not sure what a Hellcat has for fuel line, but I doubt it's 10AN size. It may be around like the 8 AN size, may not even be that. I'm not sure. Anybody with some cats out there, comment down below. Let me know what you guys believe they run, or know what they run, or whatever. But with two 525 pumps and a 10 AN feed line, also changing the fuel regulator that has 10 AN in and out and 8 return also. So we're not bottlenecking anything. I'm guessing somewhere in a ballpark of between 1000 and 1100 horsepower, give or take, wheel power. That's probably where we're at. My old fuel system was basically rated for around the 1100 range, and like I said, we're starting to run out of fuel for that. We're also running 1200cc injectors, and that's one thing. My injector data duty cycle is getting on the not so good side. We're just barely over the 90%. Last log at 7 grand showed us around 91%, and it's leaning out up top. So like I said, we're going to try to update the fuel feed to what it needs and put a little bit bigger pumps in there, run it, data, log it, and see if the injectors get a little bit more happy, because those are rated for around the 1100 to just under 1200 range wheel horsepower roughly on E85 as well. So we may end up having to change those again, I'm sure. But I think if we can get everything as far as the fuel feed system goes happy, we may be able to hopefully at least sketch by until we can make some major upgrades here soon. And I know it's probably a little bit dark under here, but this is our Snow fuel regulator. So all my lines run up to this regulator, and we have our 8 AN line coming in, then coming out and going to the rail. So we're gonna be changing this over to a new Holley regulator that is a 10 AN inlet and a 10 AN outlet with an 8 AN return outlet on the bottom of it. So we won't be bottlenecking it. We're going to keep all the fuel hose dimensions and sizes the same. And then I'm going to change this small piece of line going over here to the fuel rail also to a 10 AN. But this is more or less what Frostbite looks like right now. Like I said, we're running. It's running good. It is hauling. Don't want to say anything too bad on here, but it is hauling the mail, guys. Frostbite is fast. It is actually scary fast. On the street, I could data log this thing relatively pretty easy in third gear. It is to the point now, even on a tire, which we're probably gonna be changing to bigger tires. that third gear rolling 60 miles an hour, it will smoke the tires. It will annihilate them. What I have to do now to even get a clean data pull in third gear on the street, I have to drop my tire pressure down to track racing pressure. Heat to drive around a little bit, get the tires kind of warm, and it will kind of chirp the tires a little bit, but kind of hook enough to get a data pull in third gear. Absolutely won't happen in second or first. It is making a lot of power. So it's so yeah, I'm stoked. So yeah, I'm definitely stoked. We just got to get our fuel system back up to par for all this extra horsepower, and get ready to MOPAR, because we are a week and a half away. And you see now I am having to scrounge last minute to update some stuff on the fuel system that I did not anticipate on having to do at all. Didn't even think about this until we started making logs and full power pulls. So things you kind of run into when you're building these things and modding cars and trucks. You know, this is, you know, you don't really know per se what you need until you get to that point and or break it and find out what you need to upgrade. So it's kind of a learning curve. So hopefully this kind of helps you guys out, learn off of my mistakes, and you won't have to per se spend money twice or three times changing or upgrading stuff. So what I can definitely absolutely recommend, especially if you're going to go to corn or E85, guys, just go absolutely all out with literally the biggest injectors and the biggest fuel system that you can fit, and yeah, and you'll be good. You'll be able to make a lot of power and not have to worry about upgrading. So that's my recommendations. If I have to do injectors again, we're going to jump from the 1200s and go all the way up to, like, I think this is 1650s or 1675s. We're just gonna go all the way up to chart, get basically the biggest ones, and like I said, we're gonna do triple pumps probably here soon, and well, we're gonna definitely have the proper fuel line size now from Evil Energy, and I want to give them props. They helped us out a lot. They got this stuff out to me quick within a couple of days. So that way we can get this stuff switched over and hopefully make it to the racetrack in a week and a half. It's going to be the first time Frostbite hits the track with the 392, the bigger cam, and a whole lot more power. And again, if you're interested in the Evil Energy AN line, they also have a lot of other products out there for our Hemi stuff. So check them out. The link to this hose kit will be in the description below. It'll take you right there. You can purchase it. And again, stay safe out there. We'll see you guys on the next one.